Hi there, in this video we'll be taking a look at this rechargeable hand warmer from CRIVIT, obviously brought from Lidl. Portable rechargeable hand warmer, ideal for colder months. And I'm not sure, but I saw somewhere, no memory effect, lithium ion technology, yes, obviously. USB charging cable. I'm a bit confused about it. I saw somewhere a reading. It was saying, where is it? About 2 amp in and 2 amp out. Or did I actually saw it on it? I saw it on the picture. So it's also a power bank. Might also be a power bank, which is actually freaking awesome. So we'll see about that. Let's see whether we have some okay, adjustable temperature up to 47 degrees Celsius max, and charging, so it has 3 heat modes, 3 heat levels, and charge indicator with LED. I don't think we have English, honestly. Yeah, English, Jesus. Anyway, you can read yourself. IN number if you need it. If you, a 3-year warranty, nice. If you keep it too close to yourself, you might have an issue and get burned by it. So you, or do normally at 47 degrees Celsius, that's below the threshold. As far as I know, or at least as far as I can feel myself, my personal threshold is about 55 degrees Celsius. Above 55, if I keep my hand, I need to remove it. It starts to feel like burning it. At 50 degrees, 51, 52, it's hot, but I can keep my hand. First level 30 to 35, second 35, 40, 42, 47, third level. Temperature range, so below 80% humidity to operate this. Charging time and nah, that cannot be charging time up to it. That's use time. They did a little boo-boo. Let's see, 3 seconds. Yep, and we are on heat number 1, heat level 1. It's warming up. Both sides are warming up. That's freaking awesome. Haha, I like that. Both sides are warming up. If you simply press it, you can get to the next level. This is a bit easy to press, isn't it? To get to the next level. But then again, it cannot overheat at 47 degrees. In my opinion, that's decent temperature. Ooh, this is nice to keep in your hand. This is actually nice to keep in your hand. I like it. Not overly hot at all at the moment. And we can cycle through the heating levels. And long press it, it should shut off. Simple press normally turns on, and double press to show you the charging level, but yeah, the charging is really weak, so we should be charging this thing and then take a look at it with a thermal camera. Also test it as a power bank, see how it goes. But up to now, yeah, I'm going to get all of them from the packaging out and get rid of the packaging, because we are keeping these things. I like them. Okay, something I just noticed that I don't like. They don't charge with smart chargers, so they want a dumb charger. As I was saying, Type A port on the laptop, charging perfectly fine. Type C of the same laptop, but with this adapter, also charging perfectly fine. So if we use this adapter, maybe we can use other chargers also, but we cannot use their dedicated smart cables. We need to have a dumb cable. Let me get this out of the way. Original cable of the charger not working. Let's get it out and try with the cheaper one with the adapter and see if this makes it work. That would be actually great, but you would need to carry always the cable with you, because it's basically dumbing down the charger. Let me try and hold this steady while I plug it in. Where's the hole? Yep, it dumps it down. So it cuts the data connection of this, and because it doesn't have any more data connection, it kind of feels obligated to give 5 volts. It defaults back to its lowest setting, and it's good. But yeah, take this with you. Otherwise, with a standard Type-C to Type-C charger of your adapter, you might not be able to charge them. Attempting to use a smart cable with a power meter in it. Most likely we'll get the same issue. Analog devices aren't supported. Wah, wah, wah. Now let's see its own little cable. Will it work or will it not? Yeah, I'm struggling to connect it in. Nope, not yet. One click. Did they tell us one click? Yep, charging. 1 hour and 30 minutes from 33%. Yeah, it's a slow charge for this S23 Ultra, but not an extra slow charge. 3 hours and 42 minutes. Now that's an extra slow charge. Yep. But at least we are charging. But we need to use its cable or another dumb USB Type-C to Type-C cable. While editing some YouTube videos, I was playing with this in my left hand, and this actually gets really warm. The more you hold it, the more you control its temperature, because you are basically acting like a heat sink for it. But just let it be for a bit and it's getting really hot. Again, not enough to burn you by any means, but you do feel it hot. And yeah, it's actually doing its thing. And it's fully charged. And in the end, I actually charged all 4 of them. I will power them on at once and see if all 4 behave identically. They are not exactly at the same time turned on because I don't have 4 hands. Only 2 of them, and I'm filming with one, so yeah, there's that. But still should be fairly okay, so now I'll get back to them in 5 minutes and check them with a thermal camera. This is more or less the maximum they will be at. Higher than this and you would feel an unpleasant sensation when holding them in the hand. Let me see. On the other side, this probably is colder because I also heated up the cutting mat. As you can see, lower temperature on this side just because it needed to heat up the cutting mat itself. Okay, so yeah, they stay between 45 and more or less 50 degrees. Which from my side it's absolutely perfect. And obviously on the other settings they will be lower than this. But in most scenarios, honestly, for me, they are either off or at full tilt. And in the hand, ooh, so nice to hold them. They have a nice shape. Yes, for kids' hands, they might be just a tiny bit too big. But for adult hands, they are quite okay. And to have something like this in your pocket and hold it, man, that's gonna feel nice. And obviously something else, the runtime. These are basically heating elements. If it's really cold, let's say you are somewhere where it's minus 30 degrees Celsius, these things are going to use the battery much faster because the thermostat is trying to keep them at 45 to 50 Celsius, but the outside temperature is drawing heat from them. The air is drawing the heat out, and your hands probably they are cold from playing with snow or whatever you're doing there. So they will, empty the battery much faster than me just having them on here. So a battery life doesn't mean basically anything. In vacation we will take them with us, and then I can tell you, do I feel the battery life is adequate or not. Before vacation I'm doing some testing locally with them, so I use them in the morning when I went to work. Now when I came back from work, still going strong, really warm, really nice to have them. Even if you don't have your hands in your pockets, you can feel the warm pockets on your body. So yeah, I like them quite a lot. Well, still keeping them in my hands just to play. 2 hours in running. Total time today up until now on this setting. But yes, now I'm inside, so 20 something Celsius. They are losing less heat. But in the morning and when I came back from work, I was outside. So probably, I don't know, 5 to 10 degrees Celsius. In the morning, I think it was below 5 Celsius. Added about 1.5 hours more, from which about 1 hour outside and about half an hour again inside. These things still going strong, but battery is only at 1 LED. I think from about almost an hour and something ago it's at this level, but it seems to still be going strong. So maybe the display is not 100% accurate. For me, what's important, still working. Half an hour more, still going strong, but this half an hour again is done inside. And 2 more hours inside. This one still shows a bit of juice, but it shut off by itself. So I'm not sure if maybe you can start it for a few minutes, but it will shut off again. So yeah, I would say this is our maximum time. Probably, yeah, this one is empty. This will also shut off in a few minutes. But for me, in my opinion, that's way plenty. Nice. And next we're going in vacation, so video will continue from there. And yes, we are also taking with us this kind of hand warmers. They are basically one use only, but they are much smaller, obviously. Just use these things because there was an unplanned Aurora show tonight and didn't have time to activate the single use, actually non-reusable bags. We want to get rid of those before we need to fly back home. These things are a bit more cumbersome by being this big in volume, but yeah, they are also great. But those other things, if you don't mind the fact that basically after you use them are waste, those are actually easier to use, easier to put in your jacket, in your pockets, in your gloves. These things are heavy and big, but you can reuse them a lot. So yeah, up to you. We have both variants. Actually, we even have those that you basically boil so you can use again, but those are crap. Only last about an hour, and even that not very well. So these things reusable, nice but big. The other little envelopes, non-reusable, really small, really nice, but create waste. Just as an idea, one of these lasts about as long as one of these and gives about as much heat. So yeah, and you can fit a bunch of them in the same volume, more or less, as I can see here. I think actually more than 3. I think you can fit 4 of them, but you need to tap on them to be at the same height. Yep, 4 of them. So yeah, but you can reuse this one, so there's that. It's up to you. These are more convenient, you don't forget to charge them, you can activate them at any time, but they create waste. You continue to pay for them because you need to buy more. These things you just recharge them, but in case you forgot, oopsie daisy. And if you are somewhere where it lasts more than the time they have on them, for this one you just activate the next. For this one you need to put it to charge. So yeah, your choice. For us, I think in vacations we will use this variant because it's the most convenient, honestly, for vacations. Lower package, easier to put in gloves, obviously, and this thing for when we are basically at home and it's cold. Yeah, you can throw them in your pocket, you put your hands in your pocket, keep them warm in here, but yeah, not as easy to use, and it is what it is. And the other ones, I will show them that again, you need to boil to be able to reuse them. Those, in my opinion, are close to useless. So yeah, anyway. And yeah, that's about it for this video. So again, these things are useless. They become like this after one cycle. Then you need to boil them to make them liquid again. Then you just push on the metal until it pops, and then again will crystallize and emit heat for about 1 hour. Then again you need to boil them, and you can do that until this outer plastic deteriorates and begins to leak. And obviously they are toxic when they leak, as far as I know. So anyway, too much trouble with them for too little that you can get out. These are the great ones. They give you a lot of heat. 6 hours, although we saw more than 6 hours, depending on how tight you hold them. Then they cannot make the reaction so fast, and they emit less heat but for longer anyway, but they are good. And yeah, they kind of last the same. These things you need to continue to buy them, but you can even put them in gloves. There are variants for your shoes, to glue on the back of your clothing. You can put them in your jeans pocket. They are light, good heat. Again, you need to buy them and continue to buy them. For these things, they are great, but they are bulky. There exist online slimmer versions from other brands, but then again, smaller battery most of the time. Cheap Chinese ones I wouldn't touch. These at least were somehow approved by CRIVIT, aka Lidl, in a way or another, so I wouldn't buy something like this directly from China unless you want to burn your house down. But they are pretty bulky, and you need to remember to charge them. In terms of how much they run, if it's cold outside on highest setting, 3 hours, maximum 4 hours. Indoors they go up to 6 hours on highest settings. On lower settings, obviously you can get more out of them, but I wasn't interested in lower settings. And yeah, that's about it. They are good, but with some drawbacks. So depends on you. For me, at home or around the city where we are, these things I can charge them at any time, and they are bulky, but they don't bother me as much. In vacations, these fellows ready to go at any time. So yeah, that's about it for the video. Hope it helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye.